So starting a fulfilling practice can already feel stressful if you're being inconsistent. But there is hope, so let's talk some more. Hi Bright Light, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brie Mosquera and I am a Law of Attraction Mindset Coach. On this channel, you'll find everything on Law of Attraction, manifesting, self-development, and wellness. And I appreciate you so much tuning in and being here today because it shows your commitment and interest to your self-growth and towards flourishing this year. And before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bells so every single Wednesday and Friday when I upload new videos, you will be the first to know. And together, let's continue to grow our Soul Tribe community by sharing this video and increase collective healing. So I can imagine that the fulfilling practices that you are creating revolve around an area in your life or a mindset that is limiting you and holding you back from the life that you desire. And these practices are intended to bring you more of what you need. Does this sound like you so far? If so, leave a purple heart emoji in the comments below. In order for our new fulfilling practices to stick and turn into a normal activity, we must first understand how our brain operates. And today I will be sharing 3 tips that will allow your brain to recognize these new fulfilling practices as normal. When we learn something new, we are creating new connections between our neurons, which helps us rewire our brains to adapt to new circumstances. And this ability to adapt, change, and modify both the structure and function of our brain is called neuroplasticity. And as we continue to consistently practice our fulfilling practices, in addition to gaining new insight because of these practices, we have the potential to connect new neurons and change our brain's default mode of operation. And the new connection that is built from practicing your fulfilling practice is called neural pathways, which can be seen like various hiking trails all over your brain. And as you continue walking on this new trail, your brain then begins to recognize this new habit, this new practice as normal, rather than using those old unhelpful thoughts that no longer serve you in 2021 as the original default response. Not only do new practices create new neural pathways, but so does choosing, and I'm going to use the word again, choosing positive thoughts, because we are always in control of the emotions and beliefs that we are experiencing. And it's up to us to make that shift toward what it is that we desire to feel and experience in our lives. But we also have to keep in mind that as much as we can create new habits and patterns for ourselves that become our new normal, it does take time to rewire our brain. Because if you think about it, all the influence beliefs that you've had them for years because of what society has instilled in you and because of your upbringing as well. So you have taken hold of these beliefs and you have shaped them and mold them as your own. So it takes time to unlearn these beliefs that do not reflect who you truly are. But there are 3 tips that you can use to help you stay on track. Number 1 is that you want to remember your why. Keep your why close to heart. So whether you write it down on a notepad on your phone, take a screenshot and use it as your phone saver so you can always remember and have that visual reminder of your why. Why are you deciding to make these improvements in your life? Why are you deciding to make different choices? Right in front of you, in your face, you have no excuse for why you can't remember your why when it's right there to keep you motivated, to keep you going and excited for the results that you will get as you continue moving forward. And also making sure that the intensity of your why is strong enough to keep a consistent practice. Having a strong why and a motivation level that matches your why will prevent you from falling off track. And most importantly, remembering that your why is not for anyone else, only for yourself. You're thinking, but I'm not really sure what my why is. Well, here are some examples for you to get you thinking about your why. So maybe you've decided to incorporate more daily mindful walks in nature because you feel like your anxiety is getting in the way of social situations. Or maybe you've decided to start journaling for some more insight because you don't know what you want in life and you're just feeling lost with all these thoughts. Also, when we're hopeful and appreciative, dopamine floods our body. This gives us a mood rush and turns up the learning centers in our brain, which makes us more engaged and motivated. So tip number 2 is to turn up your feelings of appreciation and hope by visualizing yourself doing these fulfilling practices. So before you go to bed, start thinking about how you are going to practice your morning routine the next day. What is that going to look like? Visualize yourself participating in a few fulfilling practices. And then when you wake up the next morning, ask yourself, what do I need in this moment? So then you have a clear response of which activity is going to benefit you most. So as you're visualizing yourself practicing these fulfilling practices the night before, you want to also allow yourself to feel the excitement or to feel any type of emotions that come up, because tying your emotion to the visualization is going to strengthen that experience. Because remember, your thoughts and your emotions are energy. So you are ultimately manifesting the experience into reality. Tip number 3 is colors. You want to use colorful post-its, colorful pens, or colorful markers when organizing your new fulfilling practices. Our brain associates colors with emotions. So think about what color sparks excitement and gratitude for you, and use that color to boost this fulfilling practice into a new normal routine that your brain instantly acknowledges subconsciously. And a little extra bonus tip, tip number 4, is that I recommend that you practice this new fulfilling practice every single day at the same time. If you're not able to because of your work schedule or because of your other responsibilities, then make sure that you reflect on when you can practice this activity in your day and set a timer to remind yourself. Consistency is key. It can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days to break an old habit and form a new one. So you want to make sure to always show yourself kindness and patience, and to celebrate every single little win. So if you are consistent for a whole entire week, celebrate that. Do something, do some type of activity that brings you joy and that makes you feel appreciated. Tend to your inner goddess or your inner god. And when you begin to feel frustrated, because of course your emotions are going to be up and down, you may be triggered throughout this process, you want to journal about it, to allow the emotion to flow rather than holding on to it and allowing it to shift your mood and to interfere with your day and your progress. And if you're craving to set a solid foundation for your self-growth journey with support and guidance in a group setting, scroll down into the description box to learn more about my 5-week group coaching program, Speak Your Truth. And until the next video, live abundantly with love and gratitude.